Let us see source of energy, which comes from macronutrient. So 1 gram of protein and carbohydrate will give you 4 calories. And 1 gram fat, 9 calories. So when we are talking about calories, let me tell you one important fact about tea. Because many people avoid sugar. In tea, normally we say, don't put sugar in my chai or my tea. Meri chai mein shakkar mat dalna. Because it will increase my unnecessary calories and I may become diabetic also. So my dear ladies and gentlemen, 1 teaspoon sugar will give you 20 calories and 0 gram fat. As in slide, you can see buffalo milk tea has 98 calories, 3.2 gram fat. Cow's milk tea, 70 calories, 2.9 gram fat. Skim milk tea, 50 calories, 0.5 gram fat. And tea without milk, whether it is lemon tea, black tea, white tea, or green tea, it has only 20 calories and 0 gram fat. So in tea, sugar is not a culprit. It's a quality of milk. So next time, जब आप चाय पिए, तो मेरी ये slide याद कर लीजिएगा. PCF ratio. You can see in slide PCF ratio graph. Normally, our body utilizes energy first from carbs, then from protein, and finally from fat. That's why the excess fat is difficult to remove. So the PCF ratio should be customized according to person's lean body mass or fat body mass. What is importance of protein? It increases muscle mass, physical activity. It increases metabolism, means keeps your physically active and energetic. Intake should be 15 to 20% of the total calories. In simple terms, multiply your body weight by 0.8 grams of protein for normal person and for athlete 1.2 to 1.7 grams per day. These are the protein sources as per vegetarian and non-vegetarian. Now, let me guide you about carbohydrate. Simple and complex. Simple carbohydrates are easy to break. Hence, release blood sugar rapidly. Whenever the sugar level increases, pancreas needs to work hard to release insulin to offset the excess blood sugar. Now, complex carbohydrates are hard to break due to fiber. So, release blood sugar slowly. So, there is no excess load on pancreas. You can see in this graph. That's why diabetic patients advise to eat more complex carbohydrates and less or avoid simple carbohydrates. We will discuss this more about diabetes in later slides. Most often people are confused. How do they get fat despite consuming less fat but more carbohydrate? Actually, the excess carbohydrate stored in liver and gets converted into fat. Serotonin. So sufficient quantity of carbohydrate as per your body parameters and lifestyle is very important. Because carbohydrate foods allow the amino acid tryptophan to enter the brain, where tryptophan stimulates neurotransmitter serotonin. And this serotonin, brain chemical, induces a feeling of calmness, self-confidence, sleep, and good mental health. And if you have good mental health, means no depression. when you are getting sound sleep or good mental health, you are already minimizing one important risk factor for heart attack. So carbohydrate is very important. Now, very important slide, macronutrient fat. There is a big misconception among the general population. Fat is concluded bad for human body. But the truth is, fat is one of the most important macronutrient and essential for many metabolic activities, such as vitamin A, D, E, K, will get absorbed in the body in presence of sufficient quantity of fat. We call this vitamin as a fat-soluble vitamin. And in simple language, I can tell you, fat control and regulate your appetite also, which means fat stimulate the intestine to release cholecystokinin hormone that suppresses or control the appetite and signal to your body to stop eating. You need to understand the quality of fat and then start consuming as per your body lifestyle. There is one more scientific fact I would like to share. Even the leanest person has about 40 billion fat cells, which pads and protect internal organs. But trouble arises when you have too much wrong kind of consumption. Now, next slide is healthy and unhealthy. You just see, I'll just drink a small sip of water. Here you can differentiate between healthy fat and unhealthy fat, or you can say sinful fats also. Now, let me guide you about processed and trans fat. That is very, very important. This processed fat and trans fat is really scary. It's not natural and definitely increase bad cholesterol and belly fat. Trans fat is a dietary fat which comes out by hydrogenation of fat. Means the liquid oil turns into solid fat. That is called hydrogenation of fat. But it's quite yummy. But worst for your health. Especially increases your triglyceride. You can find this trans fat in all crispy, crunchy food items like chakli, biscuits, naan khatai, chips, crunchy, crispy samosa, matri. That crispy and crunchiness comes from trans fat. And the trans fat directly increases triglyceride, bad cholesterol, and good cholesterol. Edible oil. See, we cannot completely omit oil from our diet because oil contains essential fatty acids, omega-3, omega-6, and omega-9, which require to perform certain vital activities in our body. If we will not take proper amount of oil, our body reflects certain symptoms like drowsiness, tiredness, itchiness, and fat-soluble vitamin A, D, E, K can be insufficient. So oil is very important for us. Now, liquid source of visible fat. 3 teaspoons oil per day per person is important for internal metabolic activities.